The message came in the dead of night, transmitted across vast interstellar distances to Earth's combined fleet command. Admiral James Parker stood before the holographic display, his weathered face illuminated by its eerie blue glow. The transmission was brief but unmistakable, a distress call from the Trellin homeworld. They're requesting immediate military assistance, Lieutenant Anna Martinez said, her voice steady despite the gravity of the situation. The Void Swarm has breached their outer defense line. Parker nodded grimly. The Void Swarm, a collective of biomechanical entities that consumed everything in their path, had been steadily advancing through the galaxy for the past decade. Humanity had only encountered their scout units thus far, but the Trellins were now facing the main force. "How many ships can we deploy within 12 hours?" Parker asked. 7 battlecruisers and their support vessels, sir. The Defiance can lead the fleet. The Defiance humanity's newest and most powerful warship. Parker had served on vessels across the galaxy for 40 years, but nothing compared to the sleek, deadly efficiency of the Defiance. "Make it happen," he ordered, and notified a council that we're honoring the Mutual Defense Pact. 20 years ago, humans were newcomers to the galactic stage, met with suspicion and sometimes outright hostility by the elder races. The Trellins, a peaceful, highly advanced species with crystalline bodies, had been the first to extend a hand of friendship, offering technology and knowledge in exchange for resources and cultural exchange. Other species soon followed: the stoic Brel, the enigmatic Quaros, and the mercantile Vanadians. Each had centuries or millennia of spacefaring experience, while humans were barely a century into faster-than-light travel. Yet, in one area, humanity surpassed them all: warfare. The elder races had enjoyed millennia of relative peace. Their conflicts were limited, ritualized, and rarely resulted in significant casualties. Humans, with their history of constant warfare, had developed military technologies and strategies that shocked their new allies. When the Void Swarm appeared at the edge of known space 3 years after first contact, humanity's warships proved to be the only effective defense. Captain Tom Rivera stood on the bridge of the Defiance as it exited hyperspace at the edge of the Trellin system, followed by the rest of the human fleet. The view screen showed chaos. Trellin ships, elegant, and built more for scientific exploration than combat, desperately trying to hold a defensive line against a seething mass of biomechanical horrors. "All ships, battle formation Delta," Rivera ordered. "Target the larger structures first. Those are their command nodes." The human fleet moved with coordinated precision, forming a protective screen between the Void Swarm and the inhabited planets of the system. The Defiance led the charge, its massive railguns accelerating projectiles to relativistic speeds, while energy weapons carved through the smaller swarm units. On the Trellin homeworld, billions of crystalline beings watched as human warships engaged the enemy that had already consumed 3 of their colony worlds. "They're adapting to our attack patterns," Martinez reported, her hands dancing across the tactical console. The Defiance shuddered as void tendrils lashed against its shields. "They'd always do," Rivera replied. "Execute contingency protocols. All ships switch to randomized targeting and firing solutions." Human fleet's coordination was its greatest strength. Each ship's AI worked in conjunction with its human crew, analyzing the swarm's responses and adjusting tactics faster than any organic mind could manage alone. But the Void Swarm was vast, and for every unit destroyed, 2 more seemed to take its place. "Sir, Trellin evacuation ships are launching," Communications Officer Lee reported. "Their orbital habitats are beginning emergency protocols." Rivera's jaw tightened. "We're not letting another world fall. All power to forward shields and weapons. We're punching through to the central mass." The Defiance accelerated, its massive engines flaring as it drove straight toward the heart of the swarm. The other human ships moved to support, creating a spearhead formation that cleaved through the enemy forces. On Earth, the United Defense Council watched the battle through quantum-entangled feeds. The Trellin ambassador stood among them, his crystalline form vibrating with distress. Your ships cannot hold indefinitely, he stated. The swarm is too numerous. Admiral Parker, who had remained behind to coordinate, looked at the alien diplomat. We're not trying to hold indefinitely. We're buying time. For what purpose? Our evacuation cannot be completed before your fleet is overwhelmed. Parker allowed himself a small smile. Who said anything about evacuation being the plan? Rivera felt the Defiance strain as it pushed deeper into the swarm. His ship had taken damage. 2 of the port rail guns were offline and shield strength was down to 60%, but they had reached their target. Deploy the resonance device, he ordered. From the belly of the Defiance a small probe launched, accelerating toward the densest concentration of swarm biomatter. The probe contained humanity's newest weapon, developed through a synthesis of human military science and Trellin crystalline technology. All ships, execute emergency hyperspace jump on my mark, Rivera commanded. 3, 2, 1, mark! The human fleet vanished into hyperspace just as the probe detonated. The resulting quantum resonance cascade tore through the swarm's neural network, disrupting the signals that coordinated their collective consciousness. Without central direction, the individual units turned on each other in confusion. When the human fleet returned 3 hours later, they found only scattered remnants of the once mighty swarm. The Trellin homeworld was safe, though 2 of their orbital habitats had been destroyed in the battle. The Trellin High Council requested an immediate audience with the human commanders. Their leader, Elder Luminous, addressed Rivera and his officers with solemn formality. Twice now, humanity has stood between doom and our worlds, the Elder said, their crystalline form refracting light in patterns that conveyed deep emotion. When we first encountered your species, many feared your warlike history. Now we understand that the galaxy needed warriors. Rivera nodded respectfully. We fought for our own survival as much as yours. The Alliance benefits us all. Nevertheless, the Elder continued, today marks a turning point. The other races have observed what happened here. A delegation is already forming to discuss expanding humanity's role in galactic defense. As Rivera left the council chambers, he looked up at the stars visible through the Trellin's transparent dome. Somewhere out there, more threats undoubtedly lurked in the darkness between stars. But today, humanity had proven itself not just as newcomers to the galactic community, but as its defenders. The Defiance and its sister ships would stand ready.